Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we are returning to Mission Souls with a cover that they did a year ago. This was actually from February of 2025. It's the song Because of You. The artist was Skunk Anansie. This particular song was an add-on to their Greatest Hits album. You know how sometimes they'll have new songs on a Greatest Hits album. That's what happened here on their Smashes and Trashes from 2009. The album did really well. It went gold, so good for them on that. So it's a song that we're not necessarily familiar with, although, Adrian, you say that you gave it a listen ahead of time?
Yeah, I listened to the original video.
Good, okay.
Just to see what the song's supposed to sound like.
Yeah, this was not a hit in the United States. That I can see. It did well in the UK, in Scotland it charted, Portugal, Italy. So it was more of a European phenomenon. You never know. Maybe we'll recognize the song when they start playing it. But this was a suggestion that we thought would be a good one.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to hearing this. I've seen a little bit of the original. I'd like to. They have a real talent for capturing the feeling of the original.
Yeah, I agree. Here we've got Ice on drums at 11, Stacy on rhythm guitar and the main vocals at 12, Nisha on lead guitar at 14, Nasis on bass at 16, and then we've got Dad mixing. So it's just the kids. Those are always nice, just to get a sense of where they're all at. All right, let's check it out, and we'll talk about it after.
All righty.
Because of you, the tears that in my eyes, they freeze until I'm blind. The eyes a gift from you. Because of you, the scratch
Well, I enjoyed that song, actually.
Yeah, nice breakdown there at the end.
Yeah, that was nice. Good.
Stacy's vocals are great for this song in particular because you hear the extended notes she hit at the end of the chorus.
Mm-hmm. The super high ones. Yeah.
Yeah, super high ones and long too. I mean, a lot of sustain there. Yeah.
So this band originally comes from the 1990s, and I heard a little bit of that in there, especially in the chorus with the chord changes. You know, a lot of it almost grungy in a way for that part of the song. But then during the verses and during the main riff, it sounded more like an offshoot of early 80s, like the Police, you know, a little bit of ska going on in there and the way that the guitar is played. Also, Echo and the Bunnymen came to mind a little bit there. You know, bands like that out of the UK at the same time. And of course, this is a UK band, so it could be some influences there. But I heard that. Yeah, expertly played by the kids there. They sounded wonderful. They all excelled at what they were doing. It was almost like rolling out of bed for ice, it would appear. You know? Nasus looked like she was having fun playing that bass guitar. Nisha with the extra track once in a while showing up in the cymbal there in the corner, you know. And yeah, I mean, Stacy sounded really amazing on this. This was a nice performance of just vocally for her. I thought it kind of stood out.
Yeah, I dig the bass in the quiet parts and the guitars in the loud parts.
Yeah, there you go. You could almost kind of point to different eras, but it was all from about 15 years before the band began. And basically, when a band starts, their sound can change. But I would say, like, within about the first 5 years of their starting to their, you know, most of the time, you kind of get an idea of where their sound is going to be for their career, for the rest of their career. So for that reason, I understand that the 90s influence in particular and why they might have heard earlier things. I mean, even bands, all kinds of bands from the UK in the 80s, maybe the late 80s as well. And it just makes sense. You know, I bet it seems to come from the same musical melting pot. But good stuff. I liked the song. I maybe would like to check into the band a little bit, see what they're up to. If anybody is a fan of the band and wants to recommend a song, by all means do it below, and we will take note. Then again, if Mission Souls has done a cover of another one of their songs, you know, we might even look at that first, just to get a sense of it. But interesting band. Sound very, very good. So we'd definitely be interested in more.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, well, why don't you let us know what you thought of this? If there's anything in particular that stuck out to you that we didn't mention, by all means, leave that below. If you have other suggestions for us, leave those too. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right, thanks so much for joining us today. We will catch you on the next one. Take care, folks.
See you later.